Quick disclaimer for this review, my voice is going to sound bad because I'm just getting over a cold, so I do apologize, but enjoy the video. This season, Bungie reissued the IKELOS weapons. They're easy to farm, easy to craft, and most of them aren't shaking things up too dramatically, save for one weapon in particular, the IKELOS SMG. In PvE, this gun is incredible, offering premier perk combinations for ad clearing with Volt Shot, while also revitalizing Warmind cell builds for seamless integration into your endgame PvE loadouts. My PvE roll is approaching 10,000 combatant kills already this season, and it carried me through my solo flawless Spire of the Watcher dungeon run, my legendary heist clears, and is comfortably sitting in my raid build as well. But on the PvP side of things, if an SMG is going to stand out, it's going to have to be stellar considering its competition. You've got the Multi-Mock, the Shayura's Wrath, Submission, Borrowed Time, and more. For a legendary SMG to make its presence known among such an incredible cast of characters, then it's going to need to bring its A game, and the IKELOS SMG does exactly that. Let's break it down. The base stats on the IKELOS SMG are exceptional. It has 44 base range, meaning it starts to experience damage drop-off around 17.5 meters at base. That's with no other range perks, no rangefinder applied yet. It has 25 stability, for which for an aggressive frame SMG is actually quite good compared to like the Borrowed Time, for example, which has just 18. The IKELOS has 62 handling, quite high, and 24 reload speed along with 37 aim assist, a zoom value of 14, and a recoil direction of 90. All of that looks great. The only thing that Borrowed Time has on it is the zoom value, which is an important stat, no doubt. Borrowed Time has a zoom value of 15, pushing its base drop-off range while ADS out to 17.9 meters compared to the IKELOS' 17.5. It's not a huge difference, but it is undeniably a small boon to the Borrowed Time. But in every other category, including perk choices, the IKELOS takes the cake by a metaphorical mile. The IKELOS mag choices includes Seraph rounds, which offers a minor bonus to range, moderate bonus to stability, and allows bullets to over-penetrate targets. And actually in this gameplay you'll see some multi-kills where I'm actually over-penetrating targets that stack up together, so I'm getting 2-for-1 damage with some of these bullets. And the Seraph rounds also make the bullets bounce off hard surfaces as well. It's basically 3 mag perks in one, a hybrid. I personally like this choice on mine, but you could definitely go for pure range with accurized if you preferred. The real beauty of the IKELOS is the perk pool. It's kind of bonkers, it's absolutely stacked. It has 4 top shelf perks for PvP in the first column and 2 top shelf perks in the second column for PvP. In the first column you've got Feeding Frenzy, a great pick for PvE, Hot Swap, Shoot to Loot, Perpetual Motion, Dynamic Sway Reduction, Threat Detector, and Killing Wind. Those last 4 are your best choices for PvP. Killing Wind is nutty for 6s on SMGs. I run it on my Submission with Encore. I end up mapping people from downtown with little to no recoil when I get it going. It's so fun to chain kills with. But I think with the IKELOS, you should go for raw dueling potential, and that means there are 2 main perk combos that you should consider. The first is Dynamic Sway Reduction with Tap the Trigger in the second column, and I know I'm getting a little ahead of myself here because we haven't talked about that column yet. And the second combo is Perpetual Motion with Rangefinder. Real quick, the second column has Frenzy, Gut Shot, Pugilist, Surrounded, Volt Shot, and Rangefinder. The clear winners for PvP here are Tap the Trigger, which is an S tier perk on SMGs, and Rangefinder. So you could go full range here and do Hammer Forged for your barrel, Accurized rounds for your mag, Perpetual Motion and Rangefinder for your main perks, and a Range Masterwork, and that's going to give you an SMG that doesn't start damage drop-off until 23.3 meters out. That is absolutely nutty for an SMG. That's starting to infringe on Shayura's range, but that's a precision frame. Your other option is to go for a pure dueling roll, and that's what I landed on. For those deeper ranges, I'm using my other weapon anyway in my loadout, whether it's a pulse or a sniper rifle, but I have no problem getting into close quarters engagements with my SMG, so I want a raw dueling roll, and that's going to be Tap the Trigger with Dynamic Sway Reduction. That way I'm getting that massive boost to stability and accuracy on the front half of my mag, but then Dynamic kicks in and gives it to me on the back end of the mag too. It's a constant buff, basically. But you can obviously craft this with enhanced versions of those perks to make dynamic sway kick in sooner and tap the trigger stay active longer. It's kind of nutty.
I've seen enough. I'm calling this one phenomenal. 7 column.
Having committed to that role for a long time now and racking up about 800 PvP kills and a 7th column with it, I can say without a doubt that this is one of the best feeling SMGs that I've ever used in Destiny 2. I can't recommend it enough. I honestly didn't think it would stand out against the impressive cast of legendary SMGs that are out there right now, but it definitely does. And it tucks some of them into bed at night and even makes them sit at the kid table on Sundays. It's an impressive firearm to say the least. I definitely suggest that you take the time to farm your red borders on these, craft one, level it up, and see what it's capable of once you get it fully up and running. It will not disappoint you, I guarantee you that. And that's the video, folks. Thanks so much for taking the time to watch it and supporting my channel with your viewership. I hope you found the commentary insightful and helpful and the gameplay entertaining. If you did, please consider leaving a like on the video and subscribe for additional Destiny 2 content. Be sure to leave a comment and let me know what perk combination you landed on personally and what you're liking about the IKELOS SMG this season. Be warm and well fed, my friends, and I hope to catch you in the Crucible.
Show you the way that it goes. Gotta believe that this life is hard, but this is better when you grind small. I'm just really trying to leave a mark. We tired of being who they say we are. First of the time we gon' take a fall. Always be real, we don't fake it all. Tired of 9 to 5. Always making up to survive. Only living on the weekend. You really thinking that's why I'm alive? That's not the same time to live a dream through the things deep inside of me. This life it continues with fighting me, but I don't have quitting inside of me. I will not jump in these boxes they throwing me. Talking to God, he knows so much he's showing me. Shaping me, growing me, taking me so seeds. A growing tree, y'all get a load of me. Yeah, don't let them show me. I get the bad like a grocery. I'm on my grind like I'm supposed to be, and I do not care if you notice me. 2 for 1.
Enemy slain. Zone B. Enemy has stolen.
Stop it. Quitting was never an option.
Zone C captured.
You never exhausted. And you cannot stop it. Nah, you cannot stop it. This isn't a robbery. Hands in the sky if you got a dream. Learn nothing was blocking me. I was the problem, the only one stopping me. I didn't like it, I had to refocus. Now I'm devoted, I know what I'm going. Controlling the emotions, I'm owning the moment. In order to get it, see, you gotta want it. This time I'm gonna make a never break. This is over, you 808. Don't sleep on the kid, better stay away. I mean, for heaven's sake, I'ma be the best. Ain't for nothing less. Ain't with the games, bitch with the chest. Beating on my chest, trying to get my rest. Watch me while I flex. Every win is a blessing, and every L is a lesson. So when I run into rejection, I know it's only redirection. I see the blessing right beside me. The chances of quitting are likely. I do it like I'm in my Nikes. Don't make excuses, they never excite me. Boxes, I cannot fit in the boxes. Stop it, stop it. Quitting was never an option. Exhausted. This passion is never exhausted. And you cannot stop it. Nah, you cannot stop it. Quitting was never an option.